A huge amount of the cities now have these really nice bike trails within them now in Poland. Poland's come a long ways in the last quite a few years as far as for biking. See a lot more cyclists and a lot more stuff. As I always say, almost every morning, it's always nicer you find a better place to camp than you camped the night before. But then again, this is a military area, so a lot of signs say you can't go in the woods. So, would be interesting. This seems to be the path, the dirt road that goes along the highway. We'll see. Just to reiterate a little bit of information, again, why I like the recumbent bike versus the trike a little bit more. As you see this little pathway here, you've got a little piece where you get one tire, but a trike you'd be sitting partly in the gravel over there or in the grass, but definitely all three wheels aren't on a smooth path. Same thing with the trailer. Sometimes it's better to get on these little side paths when you can find them than on the highway or motorway that's up there where there's not much room, there's no real side shoulder. So even though this is a little bit slower and you have to find these going on and off, they are a little safer and better. Sometimes you're lucky the highways pick this up, but they don't always have it everywhere. So you gotta be, like I say, do your diligence. Make sure you're safe. Again, I'm gonna reiterate, this is one of the reasons I'm not going with a trike right now. You see roads like this where they put you on this. You've got such a narrow path. You're gonna have one tire in the grass or on the thumpy thumps. Same with the trailer. In Poland, don't forget about beachfront places. There's your beach. All the tan people. Camping grounds. Beach. Camping grounds. Beach. Farm villages, you'll have places like this, home football stadiums, areas you can camp. Okay, I found a moor for the night. It's not a great one, but this is now on the Moroplaski route, so I'm here, so this seems to be the start of it or the end of it. It says there, so I'll be climbing up to there. Krakow's there in the middle. So I'll see how this route goes to Krakow, how much of it actually goes to Krakow. It says it does, so it's going to be interesting to find out if it goes all the way. My map on my phone says it doesn't, but I'll be reading here while I take dinner, and then I'll be hanging the hammock in between this pole and that tree. It's about the only place I can hang around here. There's no other place to hang, but it's a moor, it's quiet, it's just a little bit out of town. The Bia Drunk is about a kilometer and a half back that way, so in the morning time I can go back, get my supplies before I go up. It looks like it's going to follow a river top thing up there, so we'll see tomorrow and let you all know about that. Okay, time to get on the road. We're gonna ride up here to the bike trail. That's where we camped last night. Bike trail is up here. Start out on that. Very start of it is there at the highway. Official start. And now it's one of these type trails. One quick note about trails like this. You'll get a lot of cyclists on them on the weekends, not so much on the weekdays. That's one point. Second point is these go through, or don't directly go through, any cities. So you have to make sure you have your supplies, your water, your drinks, your food, because otherwise you're gonna have to get off this thing and usually go a couple kilometers into town to get food or snacks and then come back onto it. But otherwise, as you see, extremely peaceful, great riding, very enjoyable, no traffic, no cars. So it's called the joy of riding. Quick note on one of the hardest things to deal with, and that's the pack that I hang on the side of my shoulder. Normally comes my camera and everything else. It's just where to put it and how to hang it. It's been a dilemma all this time. Like I said, on these routes, it's a little differently. The moor is not alongside the trek. It's 500 meters inside the city. Just like that bird, I gotta make a decision. Up ahead here is the bridge that crosses the river. Then the next is to go 18 around to the other river. And hopefully on the other river, there's a ferry that's supposed to go and I get to take the ferry. If not, it's another 15 kilometers either back to this one or forward to where there's a bridge on the other river. So it's a bit of an issue, not knowing whether or not these ferries go or not, but we'll find out when we get there. Here's all your markings for the city to see what's available here and what's where and what's what. Little seat. Interesting. One of my favorite saying is not what's for lunch, it's where is lunch. Because lunch is just food to get you by, but the place you sit and enjoy it is worth $1 million. Well, there is one thing nice about these trails. They may not go directly into many cities, although I just went through one after the ferry, but in general, they're extremely peaceful. It's joyful riding, no traffic, no fuss, no muss. Sometimes on the weekend, a few extra bicyclists. Okay, the moors on this route aren't quite as nice as the moors were on the last route, but just the same, they're still nice. They've got a shelter, they've got a cook place to park your bike, and a toilet. Alright, it's more. Surprise, it just said it was a thing on the stuff. So I'm looking around, there's a pole over there that I can tie to, and there should be something. I should be able to hang the hammock around here somewhere. Call it a night. Okay, over there is where I camped last night. It's how it goes. This area here was just too lit up with the lights. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.